Kawasaki seems hell-bent not only on winning races, but also on winning the hearts of everyday riders if their 2017 range is anything to go by. We've already noticed that in the Z650 Ninja that we'd previously tested, and it seems that much more obvious in this, the naked Z900.
Kawasaki have always had two naked bikes in their four-cylinder range. There was the Z800 and the Z1000. Now the Z800 was updated from the Z750, and when it came time to update the Z900, they downscaled the 1000. Confused much? The Z800 had the dubious honor of being even heavier than the Z1000. So when it came time for the Z900 to be introduced, this bike came in lighter than both the Z800 and the Z1000. And by the looks of it, this bike will replace both the Z800 and the Z1000 going forward.
Now the Z900 looks exactly like what it is, a sporty naked that practically begs you to ride it fast. The design is extremely well integrated and it forms a coherent whole from the headlight all the way to the taillight, rather than just being an engine and a pair of wheels with a set of lights stacked on for good measure. The bike, when you look at it from the side, actually looks as compact as it feels.
The Z900 will have its work cut out because both the Z800 and the Z1000 were very competent bikes. Now, to help it in its cause, not only did Kawasaki send it to a fat farm, it also took it for an extreme makeover because the Z900 looks menacingly good. Angular lines abound and the Z logo is even carried to the taillight.
Ergonomically, the Z900 is an interesting piece of work. It has the same slightly sporty variation of the bolt upright position which we've also noticed on the Z650 Ninja, although on this bike it feels even more aggressive. When I first sat on the bike, I got the distinct impression that you fit yourself into it rather than just sit on it. Now, this position obviously makes it a lot easier to be in control of the bike when you're cornering really hard. And when you do want to go fast, the bike does offer you an assisted slipper clutch, inverted forks on the front end and a single shock on the rear, both of those being adjustable for preload and rebound. On the downside, the lack of ride-by-wire control means that there is no traction control nor any rider modes to assist a lesser experienced rider.
The instrumentation is minimal at best. It's got a negative LCD screen and the rev counter flashes at you when it wants you to change gears. The Z900 has no wind protection at all, and anything on the wrong side of the speed limit requires your full attention because you are just holding on for dear life. This bike is by no stretch of the imagination a long distance tourer, but it filled me with delight every time I rode it. And I think that the Z900 will be a worthy successor to the 800 and the 1000.